as 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐓𝐎, a channel seemingly dedicated to smoking cigarettes. The page shows a man who rarely speaks.
Oh my god, this is a badass channel, bro. He has cigs and cigars all in his nose, bro. This guy is fucking high test, bro. Holy shit.
As he finds creative ways to smoke, with his very first upload being called Gas Mask Smokin'. The video itself is quite uneventful.
Dude, I had one of those gas masks when I was in high school because I was like a straight up degenerate weed smoker, and Tylee got me one of those masks for my birthday.
As this man does exactly what the title says, he smokes a cigarette with the use of a gas mask. And though it's clearly a fairly extreme way of smoking, it's nothing compared to what we'd see in his following videos. Throughout his first year, this man would smoke cigars out of his nose, smoke multiple cigarettes in his mouth.
I've actually done that before too with weed. Like, not the whole thing, but I've like done that. Like, there's a picture of me with like 2 joints like in my nose and like 2 in my mouth, just like that, bro.
And even a combination of both. It is definitely
Oh my god, this guy's going too far though. Cigarettes doing that's crazy.
a strange thing to watch, especially all these years later. But in the realm of early YouTube, it was nothing all that crazy. However, as the years would go by, we would see 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐓𝐑 continue to push boundaries and find new ways to smoke more and more. At one point, he even built a contraption that allowed him to smoke 10 cigarettes at a time.
Oh my, bro, for what? Oh my god, this guy is gonna die.
It's really a shocking thing to see, just the way things progressed throughout the early years of this channel, especially knowing the effects that just smoking on an average basis can have on your body. But as time went on, his smoking habits weren't the only noticeable change. In the beginning, we can see that this man looks to be clearly an adult, but definitely isn't all that old. And just based off of the footage provided, he seems to be in decent health, or
I mean, he looks about like maybe 40s.
at least as healthy as someone can be with the lifestyle he was living. But as time goes on, his appearance starts to slowly change. He begins to look much older, with noticeable paleness and aging within his face. And along with this, his appearance becomes much more fragile, to the point where this man looks
Oh yeah, he has cancer probably. That's fucked.
to be completely withered, even having a noticeable bandage on his neck in his later videos. And all this happened in the span of just a few years, yet it seems like he's aged a lifetime. By 2011, 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐓𝐑 just looks like a shell of a person.
Oh my god, dude.
But he just kept on smoking and uploading these videos. I mean, his upload frequency was pretty crazy, considering that in just 5 short years, he would post around 229 videos, without ever taking any major time away. Something that is somewhat surprising, especially for a channel.
Dude, oh my god, like, if you saw him before, look at it, like, that's him
It's
kind
like
of
a
before.
shell of a
Look.
person.
Oh my god, dude. Bro, what the fuck, dude?
But he just kept on smoking and uploading these videos.
This is why you don't smoke, chat. This is just too far, bruh.
I mean, his upload frequency was pretty crazy, considering that in just 5 short years, he would post around 220.
Gang, I'm so glad that I stopped smoking, dude. Like, I smoked cigarettes for a while and vapes and shit, but, like, I smoked weed consecutively for, like, about 9 years, or maybe, like, 8 years. Like, bro, that shit is bad for you, bro. Like, even just vaping or just smoking weed, like, that shit is not good for your respiratory, bro, or, like, your throat or anything, bro. Like, that shit's fried.
29 videos, without ever taking any major time away. Something that is somewhat surprising, especially for a channel as
Like, nothing should enter your respiratory other than oxygen, like.
small as 𝐂𝐑𝐄𝐓𝐑. But nonetheless, he seemed to just love making these videos, and he just kept on smoking. until video 195. In it, we see the unrecognizable man smoking a single cigarette while listening to Lady Gaga's Alejandro.
That's a fucking banger, bro. Holy shit. That is a fucking banger, bro. Chat, if y'all don't know that song, bro, oh my god, bro. Bro, he took that part to heart, gang. Like, he took that part to heart. Just smoke my cigarette and hush. Like, he took that literally, gang. Like, that's crazy.
The ending, the song finishes, and he attempts to speak to his audience, but his words are impossible to understand. The video
Oh my god, dude.
was posted on July 10th, 2011, with the caption, "Still here and still smoking." This would be the final video he'd ever post. The red flags here are obvious. An obsessive smoker who was withering before our eyes and just randomly stopped posting on a channel that was so clearly one of his life's passions. It's not hard to speculate on what became of him. And just by following the trail he left behind, the evidence confirms my dark suspicion. In a video uploaded on January 31st of 2011, we see this smoker looking especially ill, something that is confirmed by his description, where he says, "My return after cancer surgery."
Damn, bro. Dude, he got throat cancer and got surgery and then just literally kept smoking, bro. That's fucking crazy. But if you've never tried nicotine, like, it's really that addicting, bro. Nicotine is one of the most addicting substances on the planet. Like, that shit's fucked, bro.
Elaborates more on this in the following video when he writes, "Hey guys, after a 6-month battle with oral cancer,
Oh, he had mouth cancer.
I'm still here and still smoking. Dave." With this information, we know that Dave had cancer, a cancer likely caused by his rampant smoking. Yet even through a major surgery, he was still continuing to smoke these cigarettes.
Dave, that's too far, gang.
Doing the very thing that likely led to his failing health in the first place. And as it turns out, the cancer would prove to be fatal. I wanted to let Dave's friends on here know that he passed away last night. I have good memories of our friendships over the last 11 years, and he will be missed. This comment, along with multiple others on the channel, addressed to Dave, all seem to confirm what many of us were thinking, that Dave had passed away after posting this final video. It's a channel that is probably as dark as it gets, a man documenting the literal thing that would end up taking his life. And it's so saddening seeing his addiction get to the point that even though he knew it was going to kill him, he just kept on smoking.
Bro, that's dark as fuck. Holy shit.
It's almost as if this channel shows a man in a 5-year-long suicide.
That's fucked, bro. Dude, when my throat was fucked up, I stopped smoking immediately, bro. Like, literally immediately. Dave, come on, bro. That's fucked.
Now, though this channel is dark in and of itself,
He didn't even title his videos. Like, look, it just says video 194, video 193. Damn, Dave.
there's a whole other side to this all that might make things even more disturbing. And it's something that initially I had completely missed until I read the following comments. The thread reads, "Smoker with cancer, such a frail man in his late 40s. He loved to smoke." Someone then responds with, "Exactly correct. The man ruined his life. I love it." The original commenter then replies, "Me too. Love the damage that Dave inflicted on his lungs. So f***ing hot."
So fucking hot. What the fuck?
I'm pretty
Nah, they gooning to this or what, bro? What the fuck, bro?
much following in his footsteps. I have an insatiable craving for my smoke. It's a alarming set of comments, as it's almost as if these people were sexualizing Dave's death. And
Bro, these gooners are getting out of hand, bro. What the freak?
the fact that the smoking had caused this horrible cancer. And it's made even stranger when the commenter says he wanted to follow in his footsteps. It's something that could have easily been chalked up to as a troll, until you realize that throughout many of his videos, even in the beginning, there were similar sexualized comments, with people saying stuff like, "hot as hell, just missed some lung spit."
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. What the freak?
"Hot mate, be great for you to do more vids where we can hear the cough and the wheeze."
Bro, is there such thing as a cigarette fetish or what, dude? What, bro? These gooners are getting out of hand, Riot. That's too far, bro.
Hearing that is the hottest thing of all. Keep smoking hard, fella. And, he was starting to show his illness a bit here, with his sunken eyes and getting skinny. Cancer god. Love it when smokers' cancer starts to shrivel them up.
Oh my god. Yeah, just like foot fetish. I mean, yeah, I know about that, bro. I mean, but, bro, cigarette and cancer fetish? Like, what the fuck?
Even in YouTube standards, this is a strange comment section, and it's clear that people were viewing Dave's cancer and his death as sexually appealing. And after watching this video, I then realized that Dave's entire channel was seemingly meant to be fetishized.
What? Dave, you freak, bro. He was wearing like
His death
S&M shit.
as
He was wearing like BDSM shit in that one.
sexually appealing.
That's why the title is leather in it. Oh shit.
And after watching this
Dave, you freak.
video, I then realized that Dave's entire channel was seemingly meant to be fetishized, as he posts videos of himself showing off his gut and his wheeze for his audience, knowing
Oh my god.
that they're enjoying it in a sexual way. He even at one point posted this fairly disturbing clip where he has someone wrapped in latex completely with a gas mask on and then forces them to smoke.
That is a crazy ass channel, bro. That just like literally changed the whole dynamic. Like I thought it was just some like boomer that was just like kicking it and like smoking cigs out of his nose for shock value. But apparently this guy was like, bro, this guy was literally freaking serving up gooners, bro. Like, what? Cigarette gooning is too far, bro.
All the while he touches himself in a sexual way that I'm clearly not going to show. But this is definite fetish material. And further going off that, he even subscribed to and linked to a number of other smoking channels that were obvious fetish pages as well, that follow the same mold as him, and he went as far as to put these accounts on his home page. And of the 4 separate channels that he links to that showcase other obsessive smokers, none of them have uploaded in years, making me wonder if they suffered from a similar fate. But ultimately, it proves that Dave created this channel not simply as a hobby, but as a fetish as well. Now, having a smoking fetish is a fairly common thing.
What? Fairly common? Dude, what? This is the first time I've ever heard of this, bro. I'm not joking. I've heard of a lot of fetishes, but smoking fetish, bro, like, I've literally never heard of that in my life.
But it's easy to tell that this is very different than just that, as these people seem to be aroused by the most
Smoking is dirt. Yeah, it is, bro.
disturbing parts of smoking: the coughing, the wheezing, and the eventual cancer and death. Now, I've heard of fetishes where people like to watch others destroy their body, typically from overeating, to the point where they become obese and handicapped, along with others who fetishize the idea of doing that to themselves.
What the fuck, bro? I'm tired of these gooners, bro. There are a lot of crazy fetishes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just now learning about this. Like, I had no idea. Like, what? I mean, I had an idea that some people like weird shit, like, but I don't know, bro. This this is too far, bruh.
They like the feeling of their own body shutting down slowly over time, thanks to their destructive behaviors. Although this is something that I wasn't really sure actually existed. But watching this channel, I can't help but wonder if Dave was into something similar. Maybe he liked the idea of his body decaying due to his smoking, and that's why he did it so obsessively, and continued to do it even when his health began to fail. So maybe this was the end game all along with this fetish. But either way, it's dark no matter what, because on one hand, it may have been his overarching goal to end his life by way of cigarette smoking. But on the other hand, if it wasn't, then you just have a group of people who are sexualizing this man's cancer.
Amazing watching himself smoke into a shriveled up man at age 50. What a beautiful smoker. Oh my, what the fuck?
And ultimately his death. But judging by his descriptions and his frequent upload schedule, it's hard to believe that he wasn't at least aware of his audience, even posting videos especially for specific users who left comments making special requests.
Damn, bro. He was doing custom videos, bro. What the fuck, bro? Dave was before his time, bro. This was before OnlyFans was out, bro. He was getting his money on, bro. What the fuck?
For his followers, Dave's passing was ultimately something they expected. But for our next channel, the disturbing mark that they would leave came out of nowhere.
Dude, I'm literally left astonished right now, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? I thought it was just some old dude smoking out of his nose for shock value. But apparently, bro, he had some gooners on that bitch. Holy shit.